Hello there, Aaron.
Hello, Rodger.
How are you doing today, mate?
Yeah, nice day here in Barking and Dagenham.
Yes, of course, as always.
Have you seen Henry?
No, who's Henry?
The
I
cat.
can't remember. The cat?
Yeah,
No, I have not seen the cat.
we had another one a couple of weeks ago, but I don't remember.
You
What
had two
happened to it.
cats?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
remember?
know. I don't
We had
remember
another
that.
cat, and it got away. I don't think we ever found it. That's a bunch of guff, anyways.
That's sure, yeah.
But yeah, welcome back, everyone, to the
Welcome back.
CrumbleCast. Lovely to be here. A lot has happened since the last.
Yes, it's been a while since we've recorded one.
The last sesh,
Me,
as the Americans say.
I had to go visit my dad because he got into the steel business
Okay.
and became the CEO of a new company.
Really?
Yes.
You saying you've got buku bucks?
I won't say I've got buku bucks. I think he's got buku bucks because he's a real capitalist like those Americans.
Doesn't
Wants
like
me-
to share his dough.
Exactly. He wants me to make my own,
Okay.
make my name for myself
So
and
we're
everything.
we're stuck here in Barking and Dagenham.
Yeah. Still working at Tesco as always.
Yeah, still groveling around looking for some
Yeah.
kind of artist gig.
Just faffing around,
faffing, yeah.
even.
Telling porkies.
What about you, mate? Where have you been?
Well, went to visit me gran. She
Uh,
made some of her world famous British mac and cheese, and yeah, it
Okay.
was brilliant.
That's good.
And
How's your nan?
Gran? She's
Gran,
my gran,
sorry.
not my nan. My nan's a different person.
Who's your nan?
My nan's my nana.
What's the difference between your gran and your nan?
Well, your nana and your grana.
Okay.
But
All right.
so well, who do you want to know about? My nana or my
Well, your
grandma?
gran. If you visit your gran,
My
you
grana. Yeah, she's she's doing all right.
Okay.
She's just making a mac and cheese, and
right.
I think
Did you bring some home for me?
Well,
Oh, mate.
know.
Come on.
I got a little hungry on the way back.
All right. You in the car?
Yeah,
You ate it on while you were motoring down the highway.
yeah. She gave you some, but yeah, I was sitting in the car.
Is it
sitting
like cold, or are you eating with like your bare hands, or?
Yeah, it's great cool. I was sitting in my latter.
Is that I tried to drive your car yesterday because mine's in the shop,
Yeah.
and there's cheese all over the wheel, and I thought it was a bit weird, but now I understand.
Well, could be lubricant.
It could be. Is it or not?
You know when you take a turn and you might let the wheel slip between your fingers.
Sure. Okay.
It could be lubricant. I'm saying accidentally. Happy accident.
Sure.
Almost like
But
a
it-
baby.
What? What are you talking about? All right. Anyway, let's get us start with the podcast. As I understand, you've prepared some topics for today's discussion.
Yeah, before we get into things, just want to say Merry Christmas,
Yes. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and I was wondering, what is your favourite Christmas movie, Roger?
My favorite Christmas movie. That's a
Yeah.
good one. Well, I think my favorite Christmas movie, for Christmas, it's about the family, it's about the giving, it's about the season of the spirit or whatever.
Do you
Um,
do you catch your Christmas movies on Snowman Sunday?
on Comedy World Official?
Yeah.
No, I
What?
don't. I don't quite like that channel as much as you do.
Really?
No.
What do you watch?
I watch like
You don't watch Super Central
CNN
Comedy?
and BBC
CNN?
and such.
That's
yeah.
an American show.
I get
Bloody
over here.
Stupid American. They don't have
No,
Christmas-
Stuart gave me this fancy new device.
Dominion.
Not the Minion. Mate. You do know any minions in real life?
I suppose not.
Exactly. So, Stuart gave me this device, and I plugged it into our telly,
Right.
and it got me a bunch of American channels.
Yeah.
So I watched CNN,
Right.
NBC,
You mean
BBC.
Stu from the pub.
Yes, Stuart. I call him
His
Stuart.
full name's Stuart.
Yeah. What did you think it was? Like Stewart or
I
something?
don't know. Stewingham.
Stewingham.
Stewie.
Stewie. That's a
Like,
nickname.
family.
Family man.
Guy. No,
Yeah.
it's Guy.
Oh, sorry, Family
Yeah.
Guy. But I don't know. I don't fancy myself a Comedy World fan.
You don't like Snowman Sundays or
No.
Jamaican Elmo?
I never quite understood Jamaican Elmo. As to my understanding, he's not called that in the US. He's just called Elmo. He's not Jamaican.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that almost like how they call TJ Maxx, TK Maxx?
It's the other way around, mate.
Is it really?
It's TK Maxx here.
I must be seeing
TJ
things.
Maxx in the States.
Well, I don't get out much. Last time I went to Tesco.
I was there, yeah.
Yeah, probably a month ago. I bought some mooncakes.
Of course.
That's about it. Had some tea, got some barley to make some barley.
Let's make some barley water. Have you made any a new batch of black sausages yet?
Well,
I was fancying one, and we didn't have any.
I've got to talk to Davey down the street.
He's still in the Navy, right?
I think so, yeah. But,
probably will be for life, I reckon.
Yeah, but his son, I got Davey on the phone. He tells his son to leave me out the eyeballs from his butcher shop. Excuse me. And
I've had a bit too much of Granny's English mac and cheese, I guess.
Grana. It's not Granny.
Sorry, Grana.
Gran.
Grana and Nan and Gran. It's all so confusing.
Well, it's quite simple if you grow up with those terms. You
right.
Your Gran, your Nan, your Gramp.
Gramp and your amp.
Yeah. But, his son, Williford, leaves me out some of the eyeballs and bones and things. And
what eyeballs are they from what?
Swine, veal.
Okay.
You
ever had ones made
fish.
with goat eyeballs?
I believe my nan did that one time.
Your nan, not your gran, your nan.
Not me gran, no.
Did you learn to make black sausage from your nan?
Yes.
Okay.
My gran, she still hasn't given me the recipe to her famous British mac and cheese.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Have you seen the film, The Nutty Professor?
No.
With
I haven't.
David Cameron.
I know it's one of your favourite films, but I haven't seen it.
Do you at least know the dinner scene?
I believe so,
when
yes.
they're all eating.
And they're all eating and they're farting and stuff,
Exactly. Yeah. That is my life. When I saw that film, I was like, Gran, this is us.
Did you send it to her?
Yeah, I sent her, but I had to send her over fax. Doesn't have a
She's quite old, I guess.
An iPhone.
Sorry about that.
They say. Yeah, just had to put your sword away. Yeah, I'll fax her the YouTube link, and she puts it in her Commodore 64 that's plugged into a modern computer.
Does that work?
Windows 7 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Well, that's just how she does things.
Right.
Me gran.
Uh-huh.
But anyways,
my favourite Christmas movie, yes.
Movie, right.
I quite like Christmas with the Fockers or whatever it's called.
Christmas with the Fuckers?
Not the Fuckers.
Meet
Tim
the
Allen.
Fockers.
Oh, that's what Meet the Fockers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Sort of,
Christmas with the Cranks. Do you remember that?
Yeah, with Billy Mays and...
No, mate. Tim Allen.
Tim Allen?
Yes, Tim Allen is the main guy.
Guy?
Yes. Have you only seen stuff from the last, 20 years? I don't think you've seen anything past 2013. It's my understanding.
You mean, this new movie, the Red One?
Yeah, Red One. I do quite like Red One. Have you watched that film yet?
I haven't seen it.
It's very good.
The Rock is in it, but actually...
The Rock, yeah.
We're going to be talking about another Rock film today.
Really? Okay.
Directed and produced by The Rock.
Of course.
We'll get to that. But what happens in Christmas with the Yanks?
Well, Tim Crank, I believe his name is.
Crank?
Yeah, Crank. Christmas with the Cranks, not the Yanks, no.
Oh.
No, they're not American. As much as I wish that it was like an American, a British, what's the word?
Crossover. That would be on Comedy World Official.
Making fun of Americans is not. It's Tim Allen, and he's got this, kooky, crazy family.
Right.
I think it's just him and his wife, and their daughter is coming home for Christmas time.
Right.
And they want to make sure it's perfect, and they get into all sorts of wacky situations. They're
right.
He's trying to hang his lights, and he's he's hanging from the ceiling and such.
Right.
The roof of his house, that is. It's just a really funny film.
Scene where he's trying to put the lights up and he falls.
Yes, yeah.
And it gets wrapped around his neck and he sort of chokes.
Maybe.
I feel like that's what happened.
That sounds like very, I don't know, violent for a kid. And he doesn't die.
Yeah, he dies.
He dies.
Yeah, this is the end of the movie.
No, I don't believe so.
I believe it's like the daughter comes home,
right,
and she goes inside, and they want to surprise the daughter, so the dad goes outside to plug in the lights, but he's got to go fix one of the bulbs. And the light, he grabs it and he falls on some ice or something, and it wraps around his neck somehow. And he...
How do the lights wrap around his neck?
He hangs
They're
himself.
Dangling like loose?
Yeah,
he does it on purpose?
Accidentally hangs himself. No, accidentally.
Okay.
And the movie just ends after the family comes out and sees his body.
That's an interesting ending. It's very thought-provoking.
My nan called me
the other day. I think that's Christmas with the fuckers, not Christmas with the cranks.
Not the fuckers.
No, maybe the fuckers, I don't know. It's all very confusing to me.
I remember Christmas with the fuckers. The dad was a plant botanist. Bit strange. I think I turned it off halfway through. So
I do remember that, yeah.
I remember what happened.
I think he makes a plant that is like shaped like a penis.
Like Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
With John Candy.
Yeah, John Candy. Yeah. My favourite fat American
comedian.
A comedian.
Yeah. Funny bloke. Wonder how he's doing.
What is your favourite Christmas movie, Aaron?
It would have to be probably there's not many Christmas movies really.
You think so?
Yeah. It's a bit tough to say.
Right.
I feel like what you got? Cranks.
Yeah. There's a lot of Christmas movies I feel like that you're not thinking of.
Penis. What's that one called?
Penis. I don't quite know what you're talking about.
It's not called penis. It's called.
Oh, I thought that.
Penile. What? What's it called?
I don't know.
Little Rascals and the one on the piano.
Peanuts.
Oh yeah, peanuts.
Yeah, not penis.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Bit of a mistake.
So like the Peanuts Christmas one with Charlie Black and such.
Yeah, Charlie Black. I liked his performance in that one. I thought Robert De Niro did good with the dog.
I think they got John Williams to do the music.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Ennio Morricone.
The fuck is that?
The Italian famous composer. He did Star Wars.
No, I don't know.
Really?
Is he the big palm tree head or?
What? Palm tree?
Like that one
Simpsons character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose might be based on him. Yeah, I quite like that film. I wonder how Charlie Black.
I don't know.
Who did he play again?
He played Scotsman James.
Scotsman James.
Yeah, the Scotsman James.
I thought his name was Rummy Bibb.
Rummy Bibb.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. Maybe Al Pacino plays the Scotsman James.
There's I remember there's like a dog, a cat, and a bird, and the cat's always trying to eat the bird. And
right.
And Robert De Niro is trying to kill the cat. Quite a bit of fun. And Charlie Black's always saying, "Oh, those bloody animals," and then something about like getting the biggest Christmas tree in town.
Do you remember that scene where Charlie Black is like he's trying to make the Christmas ham, and he puts it in the oven and it gets burnt, sorry.
Right.
And then he instead makes a bunch of clams. Because it's time for Christmas clam, yeah.
Clams?
Yeah, clams.
Clams, like the American sort of thing.
Yeah. Clams. They open, like
When's the last time you had a clam?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I had it once, a famous clam chowder down in
England.
That we live in England.
Yeah.
Yeah. But down specifically in Doggerland.
Doggerland?
Yeah.
Really?
I used to go there all the time, actually, yeah.
With your nan?
Yeah, no, with me grandma. Not me nan.
Your grandmam?
Your grandmam, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, what's the next topic of discussion?
Right, so today we're going to be talking about the recently released rock film Moana.
Okay. Is it
starring...
about rock?
Yeah, it's about him, I'd say.
Oh, The Rock. Okay, yeah.
The Rock, Jimmy Rock Johnson or whatever. Yeah, so The Rock, famous American chef and wrestler.
Of course.
He's barrel of laughs.
Right.
Plays the ukulele.
Of course, yeah.
He likes to lift weight, I think.
Okay, I think so. Do you think that he could beat Gordon Ramsay in a cook-off?
In a cook-off. Oh, I heard Bobby Flay actually died when he tried to do a cook-off with what's his name?
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, French bloke.
I'm sorry. So Bobby Flay died.
Yeah.
How did Gordon kill him?
Through a knife at his head.
Really?
They said it was an accident, but let's be honest.
It was not an accident. No,
yeah.
I don't remember.
I think he got tired of the Burger Palace business.
Right.
I think he got.
Bobby Flay got tired of it. No, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. Yeah.
And he killed Bobby Flay for it.
Yeah, a bit fed up.
So you think that he's going to kill The Rock if they had a cook-off?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Go on, that bloke's crazy. I mean, he's got 3 heads.
He's got 3 heads.
Well, not literally. Literally.
All right, sorry. Continue talking about this film.
So, Moana was released in 2014.
Oh, yes, Moana.
Sorry, not 2014. 2024, which was a couple days ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
that just happened.
Yeah. A recent film with The Rock, Shelley Duvall.
Really?
Sorry, not Shelley Duvall.
I think she died, mate.
She passed away. Actually.
Yeah.
Sorry. With Scarlett Johansson.
Of course.
She did not direct this one, though.
I'm happy. She did a poor job. As we've discussed, she did a poor job on the...
I've been reflecting. I've been reflecting.
What the fuck was that, mate?
What do you mean?
That was a crazy stutter. I'm sorry. I don't want to make fun of you, but that was...
What was?
You went...
Well, I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I was having a think.
Right.
On the loo, and the whole Marvel thing. It's just got to stop.
It does got to stop.
What's with Scarlett Johansson and all the sex scenes?
I don't know.
It's a bit strange.
It is quite strange because they made one called. They made one called Black Widow and the Golden Dildo.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
No, that's not real.
No, it is.
Really, like Indiana Jones and the Big Circle.
And the Big Circle. Yeah. And they made one called Hulk in the Big Circle, and the circle is Black Widow's, vagina.
Really? Not her anus?
No, not her anus. Not her anus.
Well, anyway, Scarlett Johansson plays a more minor role. I believe she is...
It's unfortunate. So I quite like her as an actor.
Show you a photo.
As a director.
Of her character. I believe this is it.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Doesn't quite look like a woman, but, this day and age...
Well, it's 2023, 5. So, things are a bit different now.
Right. Like they said in Zootopia, anybody can be anything.
Yeah, exactly. So, she plays this girl who's trapped on an island. And
unfortunate.
The Rock, who plays himself...
Right.
Comes along on a boat, and he's like, "Oi, you want to come with me?" Here's a photo of their they have a romantic blossoming. And a bit of Chinese.
How old is The Rock?
The Rock is probably, if I had to do a bit, as the Americans say, a bit of guesstimation, based on like this picture,
Right.
probably like, he looks like he's
Could be about like 35 or something.
yeah. It's a bit weird.
But Scarlett Johansson, she looks like she's I don't know, like 14 or.
I know it's a bit strange.
It is a bit
but,
strange.
Yeah,
but...
I guess The Rock. This is what he wants.
So is this based off of his life, since he plays himself?
Yeah.
Really?
It's sort of a dramatization of things.
All right.
But, with dramatizations, it gets a bit hairy sometimes.
Of course.
You want to make...
Who was Scarlett Johansson supposed to be in real life?
I believe it's his wife, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Is there a 21 age difference between him and his wife?
It's possible.
I
don't know.
Certainly.
Let's have a search. Rock wife.
Who is it? What's coming up on the old Google?
Lauren Ashian.
Lauren Ashian, like Ashens.
Yeah, like Ashens.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she could be younger than him.
She's let's have a look. She's 40, and Dwayne Johnson is 52. So 12-year gap.
All right. So maybe he's more of a 26-year-old.
Like 12 age gaps. That's all right.
That's fine.
Here in England, we're all right with that.
Down in England, yeah, we don't know.
So they end up having a child on this big boat. It's called the Swimmerler.
Do they live on the boat?
Yeah.
So she wants to get off the island, so she gets on the boat with the Rock.
Right, and they're looking for this green sort of woman mountain thing.
And they have a baby while they're looking for it.
Yeah, it looks like this.
All right, I see.
So they have a baby.
Right.
Turns out the baby can turn into animals. She's sort of like a little god, like a.
It's very. This is a large dramatization.
Well, yeah.
Very.
I believe it's.
Yeah.
I believe it's. Well, I don't know, but okay. The Rock is from, I think, Nova Scotia or something.
Right, yeah. I've heard that before.
Probably, I believe he grew up on a gas station or something. So
on a gas station?
Well, not on, like, working. His pop was a gas station guy, owned the station.
Right, my cousin owns a gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, he dish out petrol.
Cousin Dulo.
Dulo?
Yeah, my cousin Dulo.
Where's he from?
He's from England.
Dulo?
Where else would he be from, mate?
What's his full name?
Dulonimus III.
Dulonimus?
Yeah, no last name, apparently. Very interesting. Anyway, continue.
Sounds like he's telling a porky.
No, I'm not telling a porky, I swear to God.
No, he's telling a porky. I believe
Dulonimus?
Yeah.
No, I've seen his birth certificate.
What is it again? Dulonimus.
Dulonimus. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Continue with The Rock.
Yeah. So, what else? They're looking for this green woman.
Right.
Sort of a MILF, an MILF.
Sure.
And they find her and they kill her, and I think that's the end of the movie.
It's very. A lot of these movies you're telling me, they just end with somebody dying and then ending abruptly.
Well, I don't...
It's very interesting.
What, I don't...
Yeah, I guess the Avengers ends the same way, but, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about this film.
Moana. What is it called, Moana?
I don't know.
Do they, like, mow lawns, or...
I think... like... Oh, maybe it's...
Maybe the child's name is Anna.
No, I was going to say maybe the green woman's name was Anna. And she's made of grass.
Right.
So it's called
Moana.
Moana, like you got the little petrol little thing.
Lawnmower, yeah.
You cut you
cut your grass.
Grass, and
they mow her. Why are they trying to find her? Do you know?
I suppose The Rock's got a grudge.
Right. So who is this in his real life? Just like a bad teacher or something? Maybe some sort of green woman he met in real life?
Maybe it's his mum, and maybe his mum...
So he wants to kill his mum?
Stole petrol from the station.
Right.
And, you know...
And him and his wife and his daughter, sorry. Don't mean to go to Bedfordshire right now, just a bit of a yawn.
Yeah, no trouble.
Him and his wife and his child go to kill her. You know, it's very poetic, I think.
Poetic?
Poetic.
Poetic? In what way?
Well, you know, it's like The Rock is creating the new generation. You know, he is the new generation, and he's going to get the old generation. I think it's
he's killing the old generation. Out with the old, in with the new.
Exactly, out with the old, in with the new. I think he's very much, you know, it's a story about shattering expectations, about bad parenting, even.
Yeah.
I gotta watch this film. I've never watched it before. They're saying it came out about like
a couple days ago.
3 days ago. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I suppose that's probably what it's about. I saw it, honestly. I was a bit knackered.
Right.
I ate a couple mooncakes, and I've been farting.
They do put you to sleep, yeah.
A lot, and you know, in the theater, I sort of passed out and woke up, passed out. You know, only got bits.
What do you remember from the movie?
I remember The Rock was singing a song, and it was something about things might change and be cool. I'm saying a lot of things.
Right.
I'm the Rock, 'cause I'm the Rock. I am
we talk about Scarlett Johansson's directing, but this also seems very...
I never said The Rock was really a brilliant director.
Right. Yeah, it seems very self-serving.
He's a bit naff.
Yeah.
He's a bit naff.
He's a bit, yeah.
I won't lie.
He's gobsmacking, I'd say. Even.
He's, you know, sort of a strange bloke.
Right.
Obviously grown up on a petrol station will do it to you.
Yeah, I guess he's inhaled a lot of fumes.
He landed a gig with Hollywood after Robert De Niro was driving.
Seems like Robert De Niro is fucking everywhere.
Robert De Niro and Jack Nicholson.
Joe Pesci.
no, Joe Pesci. Don't be ridiculous. They were doing a tour of Nova Scotia.
Of course. And that's how they found the baby rock.
Well, they were driving, and they stopped at this petrol station to fill up their sort of convertible, like bright red
Hollywood mobile.
Yeah, Hollywood car. And you know, here comes this bright little smiley white tooth little
Polynesian
black Scottish child comes out. He's
of
like,
course.
Would you like a fill? And you know, obviously they were charmed, and they said to his dad,
right,
can we take your child 10,000 miles away to Hollywood? I suppose he said yes.
All right. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
it's interesting that he's so against his mum, and his dad like sold him off.
I don't remember what happened to his mum. Does his mum?
You said that Anna, the character Anna, is based off his mum.
Probably.
Because she stole petrol from the petrol station.
Maybe his mum wanting to mow some grass.
Right.
And she stole the petrol to power the
lawnmower.
Lawnmower.
Of course.
And they... I suppose that's why he doesn't like grass.
I see. Is her name Anna in real life?
Let's have a look. Have a search.
It's very interesting. I think I've seen another movie by The Rock.
Her name is not Anna, but it's Atta.
Atta?
One letter off.
Okay, well, that's the dramatization, I guess.
I suppose, yeah, that's the they altered that detail to make it more
more fictional. It's like in the Steven Spielberg movie, The Fabelmans. You know, it's about
Fablemans.
yeah, it's a movie from a couple of years ago, I believe.
Fablemans.
You know, it's about his life, and he's called Sammy Fableman instead of Steven Spielberg.
Wasn't Dennis Hopper in this?
Was he? I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Dennis Hopper and Bob Hoskins.
No, I don't think Bob Hoskins was in it.
Really?
No,
Okay.
That's Mario. I think you're thinking of Mario.
Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
Looks like David Lynch is in this. Love that guy. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen is in it, yes.
And Judd Hirsch plays Uncle Boris. Don't you have a cousin named Boris?
I do have a cousin named Boris, yeah.
Isn't he a farmer?
He's a farmer, yeah. He grows various vegetables
Fruits
and such.
and vegetables and other cocktails.
Raspberries.
And,
he makes a hell of a black sausage, I'll tell you that.
black sausage? I'm
Yeah.
surprised he doesn't... Is he a barley water sort of fellow?
He's more of a wheat water type
Hang
of
about.
guy.
Hang about. There's a bloke in this film, The Fablemans, called Oaks Fegley.
Oaks
I'm not
Figley.
I'm not telling a porky here.
Well, let me look this up too.
Have a look.
Oak Figley.
Fegley.
Figley.
Fegley. He's 20 years old, but he looks like he's 13.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oaks Figley.
American.
He does look like a child.
He was in Pete the Dragon.
Oh, he's Pete in Pete's Dragon.
Remember Pete the Dragon? Little green dragon.
Yeah.
Kind of like Spyro.
That's interesting. Oaks. I've never heard of the name Oaks.
Never heard of a bloke called Oaks.
No. And down at the pub we've got all these men from different places.
Like Stu.
We have like Stu.
Gotta have a chat with Stu. Didn't know his name was Stuart.
Chris.
Yeah.
Patty McGriffin.
Patty McGriffin.
I saw him.
Did you know David Lynch was in The Elephant Man from 1980?
What the hell is the Elephant Man?
You don't know The Elephant Man?
No. I don't know the Elephant Man.
Famous. Remember this bloke?
Oh. No. Does he have like elephant syndrome or something?
Yeah, he kind of well, it's a bit odd, honestly. He sort of slowly is turning into this sort of strange elephant guy.
Right.
And it's about, it's sort of like being British in America. Everything's a bit naff.
Right. Everything's just a bit strange, a bit.
Yeah.
You feel out of place.
Yeah, but Moana.
Moana, yes.
I suppose maybe originally it was called Moata.
But they had to change it. Do you think that Atta Johnson sued
Probably.
Dwayne?
Probably.
Sorry, The Rock.
Probably.
So what do you think? You saw the movie. What? How was his directing?
Bit naff. I mean, he was using he recorded it on tape, right?
Okay.
Like,
Real tape.
Yeah. No, not bloody Scotch tape.
Really?
No,
That's strange.
Not Scotch tape, not Scotch
What
tape.
else? What kind of other tape is there?
Like, you got a cam and you got a tape, not
right.
like,
not Scotch tape.
not like Journey or like what's that thing with instruments and singing.
A disc, a record.
No, like above that, like higher plane of existence.
What, a CD?
No,
A cassette?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
It's recorded on that.
no, it's a tape. Like,
Mate, I don't know.
you say video tape.
Sure.
What you put in that camera?
Okay.
A tape.
A tape.
Because you're taping something.
Right.
So it's a video tape.
Okay. All right. Well, back to this.
Well, with VHS,
Sure.
it's got tape inside of it.
Scotch tape.
No, not bloody Scotch tape. Like filmy film.
Okay, yes, no, I understand.
No, not film.
No.
Like VHS.
Sure. All right, mate, you're losing me on this, but I don't think it matters very much.
Have you ever had a laugh when you were just a little boingo and
yeah,
and you took a VHS tape and you opened it up,
right,
and you ripped out the sort of tape inside?
No.
Why
would I do that?
I don't know.
And it doesn't work anymore, no?
When you were 3, you like eating soap.
Yeah,
I
did
soap,
like
Procter
eating soap.
and Gamble soap.
Gamble soap?
Procter and Gamble.
I don't...
American
mate,
soap company.
You're losing me on this. I think we should move past it.
Okay. The point is...
Right.
It's filmed on a strange format, and, the film... You know how normally films are widescreen?
Yeah.
This film was a square. So it was a bit odd. Are
you sure that's not because your eyes were closed the entire time because you were falling asleep?
I'm certain of it. In the first 10 minutes, I was awake because I hadn't eaten me mooncakes yet.
You brought them to the theatre with you?
Yeah, I ate them in the theatre.
Okay.
But I was in my seat.
Right.
And the film, you hear there was the those things, the symbols, the numerical values. What are they called?
What are you fucking like the countdown until the film begins?
Yeah, those symbols.
Numbers.
Exactly. Exactly. The numbers.
You know the term numerical values. And you couldn't intuit that they're called numbers.
I don't know.
Mate, I think you need to stop. I think you're the one hanging around petrol stations too much.
Right. Listen, point is, in the film, after the numbers, as you call them, showed up,
right?
The movie started playing as the sound boop, boop, boop.
Like a heart monitor.
No, I didn't finish. Let me finish.
Okay, fine. Yeah, keep going, mate.
So, you got the numbers.
And
it's like, boop, 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 boop. And then it's like this whole sound.
What the bloody hell is that?
Like the reels.
Okay.
Oh,
sure.
You got the VHS tape spinning on that.
Right. Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah. And there's the sort of splotches of black all over the screen.
Right.
And, it looks normal at first. And then all of a sudden it changes to a square. And I was like, what the bloody hell? Is this a porky? And I leaned forward in my chair like this. And the woman next to me... There's 2 women on my left and on my right, and they both got mirrors, and they're going like imagine I'm the woman on the left, and I got a mirror in my left hand, woman on the right, mirror in her right hand,
right.
They got the mirrors like this, and they're angled. The mirrors are facing each other, and they got the mirrors sort of angled, and so they're looking at each other's mirrors so they can watch the film like that. And so when I leaned forward...
Wait a minute, stop. Why are you sitting in between them in the first place?
It's your only seat available.
That was the only seat.
Yeah,
the theatre was packed for Moana.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never even heard of this movie before. That's interesting.
When I got to the theatre...
why are they not sitting next to each other?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
But I walked up to the counter and I said 1 ticket for what's the movie?
Moana.
Moana.
Yeah.
And the bloke was like, mate, I hate to tell you this, but we got 1 ticket left. But the problem is we got these two granners.
They knew.
Yeah, because
they knew you were going to sit between them.
Apparently, it's a regular occurrence, and they always.
The 2 grands always sit.
Those 2 granners are always sitting in those seats.
Yeah, do they speak in unison?
I think so, because I didn't finish my story.
So, yeah, keep going.
So when I leaned forward, because I was like, what the bloody hell. I lean forward like this, and they
Mm-hmm.
both immediately turn and like, can you move your head? We're trying to watch the film.
Right, because they can't see it in the mirrors anymore.
Yeah, exactly. All they see is my ugly mug.
Uh-huh.
So I say, because I'm a polite bloke, I was like, oh, yeah, of course.
Right.
Sorry, cheers. And they're like, they're doing this the whole time, so it's a bit naff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a square.
Right.
And, I was confused by this square thing, so I turned around and this large fat bloke, the large belly, crumbs all over the belly because he's like eating stuff. And I say, is this normal? And he was like, oh yes, it's very normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new format, square format.
That's interesting. I've never seen a square film before.
Yeah, so it was a bit odd. And they say it's because The Rock, the reason he made this film was because he's made a new ukulele album.
Okay.
You know how an album is a square?
Right, the image, yeah.
He couldn't think of something to put on the album. Right, so get this.
Okay.
The whole film is basically, he took, because, what's it called?
A picture?
Yes, but a collection that created...
A movie?
Yes, a movie.
You forgot the word for movie. Alright, yeah, keep going.
Lose me words sometimes, a movie is a sequence of
pictures,
many pictures. So apparently he was thinking, if I film a movie in a square, I would have millions of pictures to choose from, and surely at least one of them will be good for the album.
Yeah, of course.
So
you would think.
Yeah. I think there were a couple good shots in there. I don't know if it's like a folk album or I suppose it would be a rock album.
Did he? Well, he's The Rock. So.
Exactly.
Did the album come out yet, or?
I don't believe so. So
it's interesting.
Maybe he didn't find what he was looking for. So...
Yeah, I've heard about these two grands before.
Really?
Actually, yeah, that you jogged my memory about them. Old Farley down at the pub.
Farley.
Yeah, Farley told me about them.
The old bloke with the corncob pipe.
Yes, yeah, corncob pipe Farley.
Large hat.
Yeah.
Newspaper hat.
I would say he even has a button nose. But he told me about them once, and he told me that he was going down to the meatery.
The meatery.
Yeah, to buy
Davies.
Yeah, Davies. No, because Davies hadn't existed yet. This was a lot because
Right.
Farley. He's an old bloke.
Old bloke.
He's I think as old as the
It
Grand.
was back in the 20s.
Yeah, this was back in the 20s. He said that because he's 130 years old. So back in the 20s, when he was like 30 years old, I guess, he was looking for at the meatery before Davies existed.
Yeah.
It was called Ryan's.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Who's Ryan?
I don't know, the old meter.
Ryan.
The old butcher, I guess.
What's his name? Pratt?
Ryan Pratt.
Sorry, Christopher Pratt. That's his name.
Why were you thinking of Christopher Pratt?
Isn't there an actor named Ryan?
Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah. American.
No, not him.
Clint Eastwood.
I don't think. What you're just naming people now.
I don't know.
No, but okay. So down at Ryan's, right? He's trying to get a bunch of like duck meat for whatever reason.
Right.
And the two grands come up, and they're not holding mirrors at this point.
Right.
They're holding pieces of glass.
Are they still grands?
No, they're not grands because they're as old as him.
Young dames.
Yeah, they're young dames, and he's trying to get a lay, one would say.
Yeah.
And he walks up to them and he says, "How's it going, ladies?" And they, speaking in unison, even back then, said, "We don't want to talk to you." And then they walked off.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then he bought the duck meat. Interestingly enough, he bought the duck meat and then was wearing it as a hat instead of eating it. I don't know. I don't even know why he talked about that part, honestly. It was strange.
Does he wear a newspaper on his head?
He does, yeah.
Like a, newspaper hat?
Yeah, it's all like
folded
paper
up.
hat.
Does
folded.
it every day with the new paper.
Yeah.
I think he lives there, in the pub.
In the pub?
Yeah.
Does he own the pub?
No, it's Joey's pub.
Right. Joey lets him live there, or he
I think he
kind of
sleeps
sneaks
under
in
one of the stools or something.
under a stool.
Yeah.
Does he like wrap around it like a kitty cat?
No. You never heard Farley tell you the story about one time when he was just a little boingo. He was bowling. And he grabbed the ball.
Sorry, when is this?
I believe this is in like the 1880s or something.
Okay, of course, yeah.
And he grabs the bowling ball and he throws it up in the air.
They were bowling with pigs and like chickens at this point.
Yeah. But he grabs the bowling ball.
Right.
Not really understanding the game, the point of the game.
And
he throws it up in the air. Up, vertically in a...
Yes, right.
Vertical
into
fashion.
the air, yeah. Up in the sky.
So he throws this ball upwards and it starts coming downwards.
Right.
Because of gravity.
Yes.
E equals MC squared.
That's not the right, yeah. To keep going.
And, you owe me maths.
Right.
But the ball is coming down and it almost hits his head, but his Gramp grabs him and saves him. But now, ever since then, he's been a bit afraid of sleeping with his head sheltered.
Under something, you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Because of the bowling ball that almost fell on his head?
Yeah, because it would have crushed his head. That's what he said.
So he doesn't want anything to crush his head anymore?
Yeah.
So he sleeps that's why he sleeps under a stool?
Yeah. So
is his head under the stool and the rest of his body isn't?
Yeah, it's sticking out.
Okay. That's interesting.
Got his farmer's jacket on and, gaiters.
Right. No, I've never heard he's never told me that story.
Ask him. But anyways, so with Moana,
right?
I believe folks around, the interwebs and things are saying this is actually in the same universe as Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Really?
Yeah.
Did The Rock directed that one as well? Yeah.
I think that was one of his first gigs.
The Mask.
'Cause he's like what, 30?
Yeah, he's like 22. You know who's in The Mask is Dream.
Really?
Yeah, that's what the point of The Mask is.
That's Dream.
Yeah, that's
I thought
Dream.
that was Jim Carrey.
No.
Who's Jim Carrey then?
Jim Carrey is in The Mask, but he plays the dog.
Okay.
The dog of The Mask. Yeah.
Right.
You don't remember that?
I believe there was another film called Relative of the Mask or something.
Right.
Cousin.
Maybe Uncle of the Mask.
Yeah, something like that with a dog.
Right.
And a relative of Dream.
Yeah.
I suppose it makes sense because he's green.
He's green.
Yeah.
He wears a mask.
Yeah.
The point of the mask is to stop crime. I don't really know what the mask does.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned
Eat
Dream,
pickles.
because actually the quote of the week is from Dream.
Okay.
It's be different, be nice,
Okay.
just smile. I promise it'll change your
Keep sounding it out, mate.
life. Period. Bit,
All right. You're getting better at reading. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Well, OCD is a complicated disease.
Right.
So,
Right.
anyways, yeah. So, nice quote from Dreamy.
That's a pretty nice quote from Clay himself.
What do you think he meant when he said, be nice?
Well, I just think,
Do you think people...
Nice is a city in France.
Okay.
And I think he wants you to embody the spirit of the city.
So when he says be different, do you think that means that's like a place in France called différent?
I think it's the word different, mate.
Different.
Yeah.
He wants us to be different. Why?
He wants us to embody different parts of nice. So,
Well, I don't
one
know
person...
about you, but I quite like being a pinhead.
Why? I mean, yeah, sure, me too,
Rather
but like,
fitting at the pub than be a nanny.
of course, quite agree. You know, go.
Maybe means be different, like wear different socks or wear different.
Wear different farmers' jackets.
Yeah, like a Winnie the Pooh jacket.
Or like how yeah. Or like how Farley, you know, wears the different newspaper every day.
Yeah, maybe that's what Dream's talking about. He's talking about Farley.
Yeah.
Because Farley is different. He's something with France.
He's nice.
He smiles. And it changed.
Smells his eggnog smile.
It didn't change his life though. He's been living there for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2005 likes. Pretty good, Dream.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good for
I think
Dream.
we only have like 3 likes.
An actor.
Yeah. So yeah, with Dream, you know, another great teaser for his next film. Yeah.
That's what you think that is?
I think so.
Maybe it's about the City of Nice. Maybe he's doing a you know how Wesley Anderson did that movie called The Serbian Dispatch or whatever?
Right.
Where he talks about the little newspaper in Serbia.
Yeah.
Maybe Dream is doing that, but in France, about the City of Nice.
Well, I was going to say, maybe, you know the movie The Red One?
Yeah, of course.
You saw it, yeah.
It's my favourite movie. With Rock in it.
With Rocky. I think I heard whispers, you know, don't tell anyone this.
Yeah.
This is a secret between you and me.
Okay. And all the people who can watch this video.
Of course, everyone that's listening.
And they must keep it a secret as well.
Yeah, if you guys don't keep it a secret, I'm going to have your head.
You can't tell it to anybody.
But I heard that Rocky and Dream are working together to make a new film called The Green One.
Of course.
Well,
I mean, that makes sense.
It's the logical, you know, continuation of the Red One, because it's about a red guy, right?
Right.
And I think
Santa.
Father Christmas is in that, yeah?
He's the red one. He's Santa's the red one.
Is he really?
Uh-huh.
I thought Father Christmas was green.
No, he was red.
Right.
Are you green, red colourblind, mate?
No.
Okay.
He wears green.
So is Dream the green one?
Yeah.
Now, I would think they would make Red 2 after Red 1 instead of Green 1.
Why 2?
Because like 2...
Dream's not red.
Right, but...
You could do like Joe Pesci.
As the red one? As Red 2?
Yeah.
Because he gets all red in the face and
because he's angry all the time.
Home Alone.
He's like a little guy that gets all angry.
Well, I just thought, you know, the next logical step would be like a sequel to Red 1. Is this a sequel to Red 1, Green 1?
Yeah, and I heard Martin Scorsese is helping out.
Really?
Along with Stanley Kubrick.
That's interesting. He hasn't
directed
a film in a while, so
I know.
It's surprising that he's coming back for Green 1.
yeah. So it's quite interesting, you know, us industry insiders get a glimpse at what these creative minds are thinking of, like The Rock, creative visionary of our day.
And Dream,
who's always
a prolific actor,
inventing new interesting characters like Morgan Freeman and Gordon Freeman and
Mary Freeman.
Mary Freeman. Yeah, or
he invented. Yeah, I forgot he made the character of Morgan Freeman up.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. I did not know that in what's it called? The prison.
The Shawshank Revolution.
Shell Shock.
The Shell Shockers Revolution.
Yeah. In that film, they credit Morgan Freeman, and first time I saw that, I was like, "Who's Morgan Freeman?" Turns out that's just Dream.
That's just Dream in a really.
It's sort of like. It's sort of like, you know how you know, J.K. Rowling is not like a real person. Like,
right.
They do like a
pseudonym.
Yeah, like a false identity.
Of course.
What do you call that?
A pseudonym.
No, but There's a better phrasing, I guess you'd say. Better.
It's a false name. It's a alternate identity.
Something, you.
Pen name.
Yes.
A pen name.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that was actually Bruce Willis that wrote those books.
Of course. Yeah.
But anyways.
Not a woman.
Sort of like Morgan Freeman is Dream's pen name.
So do you think the green one is going to be about Dream, or it's going to be about the Grinch? Because I think that's another, Christmas character who they can make a movie about.
Is the Grinch green?
He's green, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. What colour do you think he is?
I haven't really seen it, the Grinch.
Ever?
I think Jim Carrey is like the mayor or something.
Jim Carrey is the mayor, yeah. And actually it's Joe Pesci who plays the Grinch.
It's Robert De Niro in it as well.
How'd you know? And you know who else? Bob Hoskins is also in it.
It's Dennis Hopper in it.
Yeah, and
David Lynch,
Martin Scorsese, what? John Candy.
Wow, what?
It's a star-studded cast, really.
Yeah,
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Must have really.
Must
have cost a good couple of pounds.
Yeah, spend a penny even.
I know this about the Grinch. I know Theodore Geisel made a few versions of the same story. Is this the latest edition of...
Yeah, this is the latest edition in the Grinch pantheon. And really.
Wasn't it based on the PlayStation 2 release?
Yes.
Really?
From 2000, yeah. Grinch for PS2. In the movie, he's kind of just running around the city and jumping on boxes and buildings and such. And there's a part where he goes in like a house and
right.
It's interesting because in the movie he's holding a controller.
Right.
Like a game controller, and he has to press the buttons in order to do things in the movie, which I found very interesting. I've never seen that type of interactivity before.
Right.
Between actor and
audience.
An audience, yeah. Joe Pesci, that is. So, yeah. So I think the green one could be a new movie about the Grinch.
The Grincho.
Maybe like a prequel.
Yeah. Maybe
this is the Grinch's baby.
Right.
Maybe it's the Grinch's uncle, aunt, nan, gran. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of potential for that movie.
I have to be honest though, I've got to use the loo.
Okay.
But I say we take a quick commercial break.
Sure.
And we can talk about the new Metroid Christmas movie coming out.
Okay.
In a couple days. So I'll be right back, Roger.
All right.
Just give me a spiz.
All right. Well.
All right.
Welcome back from the commercial break. I hope those were entertaining.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about Moana again. Okay. But I was thinking, how do you think it connects to Avengers? What's it called?
Avengers 1, Avengers?
No, with the it's who's the actor? Is it Al Pacino? It's a robot. It's
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Beep, yeah.
Age of yeah.
Yeah, like a little gizmo guy running around.
Well, what movie did you say that it was connected to again? Oh, The Mask.
Yeah.
Right. So I believe The Mask, with Joe Pesci. Sorry, that escaped my mind.
I think it was Dream.
Oh, sorry, Dream. You're right. Joe Pesci's the Grinch.
Yeah.
The Mask, I believe, is connected to the Avengers.
Right.
Because at the end of The Mask, there's a scene when Nick Fury comes in and recruits the Mask to be part of the Avengers 2.
Well, that makes sense. Because he's quite powerful, you know. He's got this mask that makes him,
makes him like very cool,
cartoony and
very
strange.
Like a merciless, cool killer guy.
That game, what's it called? Like Weekday.
Weekday? No, what?
It's this cartoony game where they all land in an area and
Fortnite.
Yes.
Yeah. Weekday.
So they all, play about, and it's a cartoony sort of game.
Right.
It's a bit trendy, so it makes sense that
I
they
have
would
heard of it,
pick,
yeah.
The mask for Nick Fury's Avengers, like Tom Clancy's
Rainbow Six Siege. Anyway.
exactly.
So the
Great
mask
book.
is definitely... excuse me. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
It definitely had a bit too much barley water, I believe. The mask is definitely connected, which makes Moata connected.
Right.
And...
Moata.
Sorry, Moana.
No. Well, we can call it Moata, because let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's the true name. Real fans know.
Exactly.
Only real Moata fans.
I mean, I've never seen the movie, but I know.
You're basically a real fan.
Exactly. I mean, I love The Rock. I love his work. Square films are strange, but I'll give him the balls. I won't give him the balls, but I'll say that he has balls for doing it.
Yeah, interesting choice.
Exactly.
He's kind of like Wes Anderson or Morgan Freeman, always pushing the letter.
No, don't you mean Dream? Dream is
right.
Morgan Freeman.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, so I think what's gonna happen is that The Rock.
Yeah.
He's gonna in Avengers 3 with Thanos.
Right, Thanos gaming.
He's going to he's going to jump in like the Hulk.
Yeah.
And kind of like be like, oh, I'm the Rock, mate. And then you know like kill.
He's quite strong.
Yeah.
You think he'll kill the Hulk?
I don't think he'll kill the Hulk. I think he'll kill Thanos.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson might be disappointed. Is she directing this?
Yeah,
new...
of course.
This new one.
I think she's directed every Marvel film since the Avengers.
Yeah, isn't she in a sex scene in every single one?
You know, I do think so. Yeah. I think it's usually with
even
the Hulk too.
Howard the Duck.
You know, yeah.
Isn't that one from like the 80s?
Yeah, but they brought him back. You know who else they brought back was
Robert De Niro.
Was Frug, I believe is not Robert De Niro. Frug. They brought back Frug.
Frug.
Yeah.
Is that like Oaks Fegley?
And it's not like Oaks Figley, but it is like Oak. He's a big tree man.
Okay.
And he says, "My name is Frug."
Frug.
Uh-huh.
Is that pink game with the acorns and there's a tree that's sort of blowing?
Right.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Okay.
He's this big tree guy. He's like a guy.
Oh, like Stomp Smash.
Yes, like Stomp Smash.
Or Tree Rex.
Yeah. Yes, more like Tree Rex.
Okay.
He's like a big guy. His name is Frug.
Okay.
And he says, "My name is Frug," and he just kind of
What's he say after that?
I don't really know. That's all I remember him saying, but I think he does say more.
Right.
I'm not
Is
sure.
Is he played by Dennis Hopper?
No, not Dennis Hopper. It's Dennis Hopper or Joe Pesci or maybe
Stanley Kubrick.
Maybe Martin Scorsese.
David Lynch.
It could be
David Cameron.
It's not Dream.
Shia LaBeouf.
No, not Shia LaBeouf. I think it's Dominic
Fresno.
Dominic Fresno, yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. He was in I think he was in Charlie Black, no?
Mm.
Charlie Black's the Peanuts.
Yeah, he starred with Charlie Black.
Yeah.
He played the little boy with the rag.
Rag?
Who carries the rag around.
Who was the bloke that played the piano guy?
That was Andy Sandberg.
Andy Sandberg is he a relative of Adam Sandberg is his name?
No, you're thinking of Adam Sandals.
Yeah, you know that movie where it's like this little guy and they're eating poop. It's about like Jewish people or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eight Amazing Days, I think it's
something
called.
Something like that, yeah. I think it's something to do with Islam or something. I don't really know, honestly.
You just said it was about Jewish people.
Well, they sort of talk a lot. So.
Yeah, I guess they do.
So it makes sense. And, yeah, they eat poop in that movie. So I never watched it because I've,
But it seems like you really know how they eat poop.
Sorry?
You keep talking about how they eat poop.
It's
very strange.
What do you mean?
You've mentioned, I think, like 5 times now about eating poop.
I haven't. I said it twice.
It's just very. You've never watched it, but you know they eat poop.
Well, I've heard about it.
Is that why you haven't watched it? Because you don't want to see them eat poop?
Every time I go to the theatre,
yeah,
I ask the bloke behind the counter, "Hey, is there any sort of fecal matter consumption in this film?"
Right.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, they say no.
Is it little William tells
Willy.
you that? Oh, Willy. I don't like Willy.
Why not? Willy.
He's a little bloke. What are you talking about?
He's a nice bloke.
He's
Growing
like
up strong.
No.
His dad died because he was driving a Reliant Robin.
Really? You drove over a Robin?
A Reliant Robin?
Over what? Lion Robin?
No, it's a bloody car, mate.
Oh.
Reliant
Robin. And
yeah.
he crashed in it.
Do you remember the famous film Cars 2?
Yes.
Do you remember there was a character?
Yeah.
It was like a car. But...
They were all cars, yeah. Stop fucking farting, mate. Holy shit.
Sorry, this Grana's Knack and Cheese. It was like a car, right?
Right.
But instead, how many wheels do cars have?
4, usually.
Right. You want to guess how many wheels this bloke had?
1.
No, 3.
3, really?
Yeah, like this.
He was driving that, Little Willy's dad.
Yeah. And his car,
Uh-huh.
these things are known to, roll over.
Yeah, they don't look very,
You know, George Hammond
Yeah.
and Jeremy May.
Yeah.
They did a bit on Bottom Gear
Right.
talking about this thing. What's it called? Car. Yeah. Sorry. Almost called it.
Mate, your memory is going.
Auto, as they say in Spain.
Autobahn.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? No, Little Willy. He's a little shit. Are you pulling me knobber?
He's been working at the Real House.
Movie theater.
Movie theater. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not real movie theater. For a while to save up for uni, you know, because his dad died in this rollover.
Yeah.
And his mum is Paralympian. Is that? So she can't walk.
She can't. Yeah. Right. Well, no, but listen to this, okay? Because one time I'm going down to the movie theater.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to watch Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, 1 ticket for Top Gun Maverick, please. And he's like, okay, you old. I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't know what that means.
Called you an old?
He called me an old, right?
An old?
An old, yeah.
Not old, just old.
No, an old, like an object or something.
You are an old.
The next time, okay, I go down. This time I'm watching
Wait, back
yeah.
up. He said no.
No, he gave it to me, but he just called me an old.
Right.
And I'm like, that's a bit rude. Not that annoying, right? Next time, I'm going to watch Romeo and Juliet, Sherlock Gnomes. One of my favourite films.
Yeah, I like that one.
And he gives me the ticket. It doesn't say a word, by the way. But he gives me the ticket. I give him a credit card. He puts it in his mouth. And then when he pulls it out, it makes a little ding. And then it worked.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought it was Willy?
Yes, no, I'm sure it was Willy.
Was it like Gromit or something?
No, not Gromit. I haven't seen Gromit in a while.
Yeah, strange bloke, that guy.
But he took it out, right? And I'm like, he gives me my card back. He doesn't wipe it off, though. So it's covered in his spit.
Yeah.
And, I think a tooth came out, too.
Did they have a sort of real scaper? What's it called?
A what?
Scanner.
No.
They didn't have an actual one.
No, because I asked...
Only his mouth.
No, because I asked Michael about it. Michael knows everything.
Yeah, Mike.
He knows everything.
Yeah, know-it-all Mike.
And I said, know-it-all Mike. Like, what the hell? I went down to the movie theater. I told him what I told you, right? And he's like, oh, yeah, little Willy had a chip installed in his tooth. By that smelly fellow. What's his name?
Jerry Moose.
No, yeah. Jerry,
Musica?
No, not Musica. Like a word that means you have like a big smell. Musk. Jerry Musk.
Jerry Musk.
Yeah. Jerry Musk is selling like robotic teeth now.
Yeah.
And little Willy, I don't know where he go on because I thought, yeah,
I suppose
like
that's a good idea. I mean, you could get new teeth that do something different every time.
Yeah, but what I was saying before, one of them fell out.
You could have a real blue tooth.
You could have a Bluetooth. All right,
Have
you know
you ever
what?
thought about that? Like, why is it that it's called Bluetooth, but it's it's got nothing to do with teeth? No, I don't really.
I don't quite know either.
Don't follow.
You know, I went to uni exclusively about Bluetooth, and I don't know why it's called that.
You went to uni to study Bluetooth.
Yeah, I went for a year. Then I ran out of money.
You weren't like what's that guy? Marty Zuckerberg.
No, not like Marty.
He dropped out of college so he could bang this Asian babe.
Yeah.
And then he made Facebook.
Facky book.
Fucky book.
Facky book.
Facky book.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not Martin Zuckerberg.
That's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, but I went to study. I studied Bluetooth. I studied like
film.
No, surprisingly.
Really?
That's why I dropped out to get into film.
Well, because it was your passion.
Yeah, you know.
So
and I'm all about the passion.
So now you work at Tesco.
Now I work at Tesco.
Yeah.
Well, you know, mate, because I tried to start my own film company.
Do you think...
And it turns out you need like a lot of money for that and equipment and such.
Well, maybe you might have a chance like The Rock did back in the day, Little Rocky.
Right.
Where Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci... Was it Joe Pesci?
I don't quite remember. It might have been Martin Scorsese, it might have been David Lynch. It could really be any of those.
Bollock.
Your chair broke, mate.
My chair just completely collapsed.
Do you need help?
Crikey. No, I'm a bit knackered. It's
okay.
Right.
You've been drinking too much barley water.
No, it's all those mooncakes.
Oh, yeah. Really affecting your ability to move.
Gained a bit of weight. No, it was Jack Nicholson.
Okay, yeah. You think I could be, at the ripe age of 34, I could be found by...
I could see it.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe Elvis will catch wind of you.
You know,
Jerry Lewis.
It was Jeremy. It was Jeremy Albertson who once said that people bloom late in life or something stupid like that. I don't know.
The musician, Bill Withers.
Bill Withers, no.
Sorry. Bill Withers.
Bill Withers. Withers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
You know, ain't no something when something happens.
No, I don't
it's
quite.
It's like a song, and he's talking about, something about the sun.
No, are you thinking of Ain't No Money?
No, he's wearing an orange sweater, right? And
I don't know.
Do you know?
Why are you saying this?
Well, because Bill Withers back in the day, he started his career when he was in his 30s. So I'm trying to say,
right? Yeah, that you be a late bloomer.
You could start your thing right now, and it might work out.
Okay, yeah. Well,
anything's possible. I think Robert De Niro used to be a busboy
before he was an actor.
Yeah,
like much before, or like
I think maybe when he was a boingo.
A little boingo.
Yeah,
running around the streets.
Was this our chair? Was this Donald's?
No, that's ours.
Okay.
I gave Donald's chair back a month ago.
Well, just wondering if you'd be concerned because of the
fact that it's broken.
The security deposit.
What?
Well, he's our landlord.
Well, yeah.
Well, if we break things...
Well, yeah, he's not going to be happy.
Well...
I'm surprised you know security deposit and you forget what a car is. Halfway through talking about cars.
Well, it's...
and, we talked about them before as well, so...
It's a complicated word...
Right. Is that in your book of words?
That's the right one, right?
What? Car?
No.
Security deposit? I believe so.
Complicated... Is it word?
Yes, mate. It's a word.
Okay.
It's shocking. Did you get through like secondary school or?
Yeah, I went to a tertiary.
That's not a thing.
Bloody hell. Yeah.
You got through.
I think so.
With flying colours.
I think so. Yeah.
You know what?
You know, me teach Mrs. Smithies.
Yeah.
She always used to say, you know, you and your films. One day you'll be a great filmmaker, and
That's nice.
you'll make a movie about. I don't get this. She said.
Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin. I was like,
well, maybe she wants you to make a biopic about Buzz Aldrin.
The thing is, I had no bloody idea who Buzz Aldrin is, right?
Right.
But I did some thinking, and then I thought I should do a search. So I looked up Miss Smithies. Turns out Buzz Aldrin is her. No, is his. No.
Her? Yes.
Her 17th cousin.
You found that out somehow.
Yeah. So.
Did she know that?
I think so.
17th is a big, like, that's a lot of generations in between.
You know, the Smithies, they keep in touch, I guess.
Did
you know Buzz Aldrin's middle name is Smith?
Right.
So, you know...
So he changed his last name to his middle name, or that's just...
Sometimes.
Sure. Right.
You know, if your name was Morgan Freeman and you... No, sorry. If you were Morgan Freeman's daughter and you married some, you know, American bloke whose name is William Smith, you would probably make your name like, you know, something Freeman Smith.
Sure.
Because, you know, that's a famous name. You wouldn't want to, you know, like Danny DeTrito or, you know, Jack Nicholson.
Of course. How is that like... Okay, you know what? Whatever. Why they're I don't know. I was talking about Little Willy, and then
What were we even talking about? Age of Ultron.
Yeah. Well, you know, we get a bit off topic.
So, yeah, I noticed in
Oh, there it goes.
In Moana.
Yeah.
There's, you know, some characters.
Of course. I would think.
They also have a bit of character.
Yes, characters. Yeah. Yeah. Mate, I think you need to go back to school, to primary school.
Bit strange that it's not character or character. You know, character.
No.
Why is it
character?
You know, a cheek or chess, but it's not character.
I don't know.
Doesn't make.
I mean, I didn't create the bloody English language.
Well, you're English.
You're English too.
Well, that's true.
So why don't you have the answer?
I don't know.
All right. Well, it's a great mystery. You know, maybe they used to spell it with only the C. And then somewhere along the line they added the H.
Snivelling bloke added the H.
Yeah.
To confuse pinheads like me.
Exactly. You know, pinheads, they weren't treated back as well then as they are now.
Exactly.
And
yeah, now I've got fair opportunity to work at Tesco and Salisbury's and to make minimum wage dollars. Sorry.
Pounds.
Pounds.
We don't have dollars in the bloody on this aisle. Anyway, why were the Age of Ultron? So, right. You know, they've got characters. Moana has characters.
Right.
And the characters could interact.
Who would you argue is the protagonist in Age of Ultron? Ultron?
No, he's the antagonist. He's kind of evil.
What makes you say that?
What's the kill every human or something?
Aren't we humans morally complex beings?
Yeah.
That more often than not commit heinous crimes against the natural world.
You could argue that,
cannot be undone by the powers of science or morality or community.
I mean, sure.
Are you saying that Ultron is guilty for wanting to end a species that is arguably a parasite on this planet itself?
I never thought about it like that. It's amazing how you say the most intellectual things, and then you forget the word. But you know what? I guess that's a good point. But don't you think that
Well,
as people, we could band together and try to figure something out to fix our mistakes? Or
yeah, but more often than not, when we try to correct our sins of the past,
right,
they're often uncorrected by our what's the word?
actions.
No, kin. Yeah.
Sure, right. Well, you know what they say, okay? Back then, they planted a bunch of oranges,
Right.
and they said,
The river.
we will not eat these oranges. We'll never be able to see them grow. But they knew that the later generations could eat the oranges.
Yeah. But what do you think about Tony Stark and Scarlett Johansson's sex scene?
And who?
Scarlett Johansson.
Scott, really?
Yeah.
She's after him this time.
Yeah.
She goes after a lot of different men, so...
Well, she's with the Hulk.
Right.
But, she bounces around,
Of course.
First it was Hawkeye, then it was Captain America.
The bow guy, yeah.
Yeah.
The bloody bow guy.
I never understood that. Why has he got a bow? I mean, think about it. Have a think on it.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Really think it. Why have we got a robot?
Right.
Green fella.
Yeah.
Shield and woman, and then we have bow.
I don't know.
Why do we have?
Well, you're forgetting Leonardo too, right. Who is also in the Avengers, as you said.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't even still remember that, but I believe you.
Yeah, it was strange at first to think that was the direction they chose to take to add a. At the time it was a bit,
Man, I think you're stressing the chair with leaning back and having no sort of leverage.
It's already in pieces.
I suppose. Anyway,
taboo to have a gay transsexual turtle character in a mainstream film.
I think Jim Carrey is Leonardo too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, which is a bit controversial because he
took the sort of role of Green away from Dream and Joe Pesci.
Yeah, they were a bit upset about that. I think Joe Pesci actually made a film about it.
Really?
Yeah,
what was it called?
I think it was called just Carrie. like
a sort of documentary type thing, or what?
Yeah, so what he did is he hired a gang of PIs. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, private investigator, yeah.
Yeah, like those kind of guys and they showed up round his house or his flat, I don't remember. And they took pictures and videos of, Jim Carrey jerking off or, taking a shit or changing clothing.
Right.
Or watering his tomatoes.
And
there's sort of a bit of narration.
Right. And what's the point of it? Why did they do that?
Honestly, I think it's just Joe Pesci being a bit naff.
Being a bit of a knobhead.
Yeah, because Dream originally was on board, but when he read the script...
Aboard to what? Carrie?
Yeah.
Okay.
When he read the script, he was a bit mankered.
Mankered? As in, freaked out?
Like, manky and angered.
Okay. The Pokemon Mankey.
No, manky. Like, you're a bit, freaked out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it did well. Have you ever seen it?
No, I've never seen it. Carrie.
You should watch it.
Well, anyway, I
VHS.
think what the fuck were we even talking about? Scarlett Johansson sex scene with Tony.
Tony
yeah.
Stark.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting how she kind of like took her legs off. I didn't know she could do that.
What?
And
I
then
don't remember that.
Iron Man kind of
Used his iron penis.
yeah, he used the he had a new suit called the 5EX suit. And it's like equipped
It's
with all
not-
these sort of different
It's not
tools.
5-3X.
No, 5EX.
Okay, like a Pokemon.
Yes, like yeah.
Yeah,
And it's equipped with all these different sort of tools and
Like,
such.
anal beads.
Anal beads, anal
It's
mouth beads, even.
quite surprising they make. I mean, Avengers, right?
Right, but real quick though.
Down.
Interestingly enough, the 5EX suit, if you remember, is skin colored. But he still has the Iron Man sort of like there's actually a picture of his face printed on the mask, but it doesn't move ever. It's very interesting.
Bit strange.
Anyway, as you were saying.
I was gonna say, Fred Lewis's kid down the street, Chucky Williams.
Yeah. Interesting that they have different last names, but sure.
I think his name is Chucky Williams Lewis,
Oh.
but everyone calls him Chucky Williams.
Well, yeah.
But he loves Spidey Man and Avengers and all those sort of guffos.
Yeah.
But it's a bit odd that all these kid-oriented products have so much, sex.
It is interesting. Because I heard that, all these films are like loosely based off comics or whatever. I heard they've cancelled all the comics and only made them about Scarlett Johansson having sex now.
What has Scarlett Johansson done to Marvel?
She's bolted out, interestingly enough.
Do you think, the old saying, all companies are run by grey men?
By grey men?
Yeah. Do you think she used her sexual and feminine charm to woo the men to hand over the reins to the company?
I think she did, yeah.
Do you think she, gave them a doggy, whipped the bones into shape?
You could say that, yeah, I suppose.
Knocking them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them a good lay.
Well, the thing is, all these sex scenes in these films, rated.
Mate, you need to stop. That was ridiculous.
It's the mooncake.
The chair is completely flat now too.
It's the mooncakes.
What are in these damn mooncakes? I don't understand.
I ate them all. Listen, I have a confession.
Okay.
I've been using your Tesco card.
What?
The coupon card they give you.
What the hell?
To go buy mooncakes.
You've been buying mooncakes on my Tesco card.
Listen.
Do you know I use that to get my free meals, right? I haven't been able to get a meal in the last 5 days because you're using the money for Tesco for mooncakes.
I'm sorry, mate. Listen, I wake up and I read a chapter.
Peter was going to have my head for that, mate. Me boss, Peter.
Listen, I read a chapter of Robinson Crusoe. I've been reading that book for 3 years. And then I get on my YouTube.
And you can read that.
Yeah.
But you don't remember. Okay, yeah, keep going.
I'll go on my YouTube and I check. What's his name? Simeon?
No, there's nobody named Simeon.
No, Simeon Yogscast.
Oh, Simon.
Simeon.
Simeon.
Yeah, his name's Simeon.
Okay, sure.
And he's this little British, Irish, little chunky guy.
Right.
And he loves mooncakes.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking to myself, well, if he likes mooncakes, then a pinhead like myself will love them.
Of course.
So I'm thinking, I don't get much money. I get money from my pension, and that's about it. Because I don't work. I've been trying to get a job at the lumber yard, Well, they won't take me for some reason.
I know, and it's weird because they won't take you, but you just keep going back for some reason. I don't really know why.
Well, because it's been my dream since I was a boy to make a film about lumber.
But why do you have to work at a lumber yard for that? It doesn't make sense.
The plan would be I'll make friends with the lumber foreman, and I'll tell him, going to make a film, and he'd be like, yeah.
Right.
And we make the film.
Okay.
But he won't let me work there for some reason.
I think it's because you're a bit of a pinhead.
Well, alright. In this country,
that should give you
pinheads
more...
like me are supposed to have...
That should give you more rights, it's the year 2025 or whatever.
I was going to say, it's a bit offensive that he calls me a pinhead.
But not when you call yourself a pinhead.
Well, I can do it.
Because you're a pinhead.
Yeah. But
Can I call you a pinhead?
Well, are you a pinhead?
I guess I am a pinhead, yeah.
You think you're a pinhead?
Do you think I'm a pinhead? You're a certified pinhead.
You remember words
by the government.
Like, terminology or lexicon or, flabbergasted,
I mean, you seem to be remembering those words too.
Well, those are easy.
Right. But word and car
like,
isn't.
Yeah.
Or did. Do you know what did means?
Like, Diddy? The
No.
American singer?
No, don't talk about that guy.
Why not? I quite like his music.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Anyway, closing thoughts about the Avengers Age of Ultron.
Well,
I really liked the addition of Beetle Man.
Yeah.
The new character could turn into a big beetle. He has the strength of a beetle, the wings of a beetle, and the mouth of a beetle.
Did we tell... I think we were down at the pub with Farley and Fred Lewis.
Yeah.
And you asked Farley if he'd like to be a beetle.
Yeah, if you'd like to be a big beetle.
Don't remember what happened after that, but I think he got a bit manky.
He got a bit manky as well, yeah.
Manked.
He was faffing around, trying not to answer the question very interestingly.
Tried to pull a Charlie Black on you.
Exactly. So what's your closing thought about Age of Ultron?
Well, I really enjoyed Robert De Niro's.
Yeah. Who did he play again?
I think he played... It's sort of a Spanish character, Visión. And he's like a Mexican guy who loves tacos.
Right.
And, at first I was thinking to myself, trying to be a bit of an intellectual.
Okay, yeah.
This is a bit racist, but, I thought later on, it's alright.
Okay.
Because, it's funny.
All right.
He comes on screen and he says to, what's that other one? Woman?
Not Scarlett Johansson. Woman.
Carletta Witch or something.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
The Scarlet Woman.
Yeah. He says to her, you're quite a sexy woman. I like your breasts.
Yeah.
And Carletta is like, oh yeah. And there's another sex scene, but then I didn't believe it. Scarlett Johansson again comes in.
Really?
Yeah, she walks on. I remember this now.
Maybe she's named
to the set. She's like, he waves her hands. Like, no, she's like, it's like she's telling them to cut it.
Right.
I think Robert De Niro's having,
a bit of fun.
And so he doesn't want to stop.
Right.
So
and they left this in the movie as well.
I think
She's on a bad streak with these Avengers movies and leaving in this part where she walks in on set.
There was also, do you remember the silent scene where they forgot to add the audio?
Yeah.
There was a fight scene with
with
who plays Who plays Ultron again?
I don't remember. That was Joe Pesci, Martin Scorsese, John Candy. I'm not sure.
Some bloke. But he's talking about he starts saying like, "Oh, these are my plans to destroy the world because it just cuts out.
Yeah, we can see his mouth moving.
Yeah, he's flapping his lips.
Right, and you know, even I remember the camera pans over and there's a guy playing piano,
Really?
and there's like a whole band and they're all playing music.
Really?
But that's supposed to be the music for the scene, but you can't hear it.
I remember this specifically. They went through the effort of recreating famous speeches throughout history.
Right.
So they had Alexander the Great giving his speech to his army in the Persian grasslands.
Right.
Then they had Caesar, the stabbing of Caesar, when he says to Brutus, Brutus, my son, and then he dies.
Uh-huh.
And then they had Martin Luther nailing his 1982 to the wall.
The big wall or whatever.
Martin Luther King,
right? Junior or senior?
Giving his something about he had an illusion.
QEA went to bed or something.
Yeah, and
woke up,
had a vision,
right?
Like vision.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they had JFK giving his NASA thing, and Churchill being.
I was about to say that they have Churchill. Yeah.
Yeah, it's puffing his cigar like.
Right.
Yeah. And then they had Jerry Lewis giving his speech about Buzz Aldrin or whatever, and then I could recognise what they were trying to do, but no audio. You couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah.
It's a bit naff. And then
there's a bit, yeah.
You want to know where the audio picks back up?
Where?
So the Hulk is minging about, looking for
people to eat, yeah.
Another Loki. And then you want to know when the audio kicks back in. Scarlett Johansson comes in and they start having sex.
Yeah.
Having a bang, and it's like, really? We missed all that epicness
right, all that dialogue for
Scarlett Johansson.
Did they show the Hulk's penis in this one? Was it really big? Do you think that Scarlett Johansson could sleep inside of the Hulk's foreskin or not?
I feel like we've had this.
I think we have before, but
haven't we? What's it? Swagged in the swaggy.
What? What are you saying?
Farley said something the other day, and he said it's from the 1870s. Something about swinging a wag or wagging a swag or something.
I don't, mate.
I can't remember. But
I have no idea.
It's something about having telling a story. What? I don't remember.
Well, tickety boo, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked when George Carlin played that Serbian
nationalist.
Yeah, because remember it was in some sort of village in Serbia or something.
Right. Yeah, Ultron is lifting the sky or whatever.
This big, thing.
Land.
Yeah. Land comes out of the ground.
Yeah.
And it's levitating above the rest of the earth.
Yeah.
And it's like, how is he doing this? Well, that's what he.
That's what the magic
George
guy.
Carlin.
What's his name?
Silverbolt.
How Houdini.
Yeah, George Houdini.
Yeah, George Houdini was in this movie actually.
But I didn't love when Tony Stark said the N-word.
That was strange.
I felt Tropic Thunder.
Exactly. I was gonna say, yeah. Tony has a history of doing blackface.
I think it was going through his head too much. He got away with that one, but I think he thinks that he's actually black.
Me too.
Because he never took off the makeup.
And he still has the fake hair as well.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
Yeah, it's really weird. He's always talking about like I don't know.
Just, black people and having a wag and smoking a blunt.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange.
It is strange. I don't know. It's very problematic. I don't think he should have done that.
Yeah, said he was friends with Snoop Dogg and Dave Blunt. It's a bit strange.
I'm quite.
What's so funny?
I'm quite concerned for Dave Blunt. I don't know if he's gonna survive into the new year.
What makes you say that?
Well, he's on a respirator on stage in his purple tracksuit.
Oh, he's got a tracksuit on.
He does get a tracksuit on. I guess he's
working out.
Working out.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been a great episode of the CrumbleCast.
Fantastic. I love talking about Age of Ultron.
Talked about Age of Ultron.
Did we talk about something else? I don't remember.
No, I don't believe so. I think we've been talking about Age of Ultron for the last 3 hours, maybe.
Yeah, something about. Was it?
The mask, I think we mentioned,
grass?
Maybe.
Were we talking about grass?
We were talking about trimming your hedges, I believe.
Right, because Fred Lewis was asking us.
Yeah, Fred Lewis was asking us if we had the
Chucky Williams was getting
the chainsaw
being a bit of a laze.
Yeah, that Chucky Williams.
Little runt.
32 years old and still can't
He's
do
not
anything
32,
for his father.
He's like 40.
He's 40.
I think so.
And he can't do anything for poor Fred Lewis.
Well, he lost his leg in a...
Chucky or Fred?
Chucky.
Right.
Reliant Robin. Same thing,
Really?
Yeah.
Same accident or different one?
Different.
You'd think they'd learn from little William's, little Willy's father dying, but...
Well, back in the day, everyone wanted a Robin because, they saw Cars too.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, that's interesting.
This was like 30 years ago about...
Yeah, Cars 2. And, it was a sales hit, and then Reagan died in a crash, and then everyone started dying.
Right.
Bit of a mess that. But, yeah, anyways, I think I've got to head over to Farley's place.
Oh, really?
We're going to play a bit of Chinese checkers and then study the World Almanac from 1897.
That's nice. Yeah, I'm going to go have a shift at Tesco, actually. So, paying the rent.
Yeah, I'm going to go to my juggling lesson.
Yeah. How are you paying for that, by the way?
Oh, I'll do... Okay, well, it's... Fred Lewis's brother, Joey.
Yeah.
He owns a pub, right?
Right.
So I've been scrubbing the stool that Farley's been sleeping under.
You've been working.
No, I'm not. It's not a job.
But are you getting money from it?
No, he gives me juggling lessons.
Okay. That's compensation. That's like you agreed to that deal.
Yeah.
You've never paid rent. For the 5 years we've been living together.
It's a single stool. I mean, I can't ask him for that.
But why don't you just ask him for a job? You could be the busboy. You could wipe. You could be a janitor.
I could be a busboy like Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Did you know Robert De Niro isn't Spanish?
No, I didn't know that.
He's actually Croatian. I didn't know that.
Okay.
But yeah, Farley's waiting for me. He's like 147.
Yeah.
He could die. And then
he could die any instant.
He was going to actually read to me King James II's Bible.
Oh yeah, you knew him, right?
Yeah, one of the originals.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Peter's gonna get real mad at me if I don't get it over.
Yeah, you don't want to have one of those granners coming by trying to steal Kinder Surprise eggs.
I also don't want to get fired because then we'd have no way to pay rent. So,
well, we could ask what's his name? Tyler. What's our landlord's name?
David or something.
No,
I don't remember.
It was Freddie.
Elmer.
No, it's a bloke.
Elmer owns the
not Elmer.
Taylor's shop. Yeah.
Martin, no.
No, you think of Martin Scorsese.
Yeah. Robert, no.
Joe.
No.
John.
No. No, it's none of them.
Norm or something, I don't know.
It was like Oswald. I don't know. I don't see him ever.
Of course you don't pay rent. He doesn't know you live here anymore. Did you know that?
Oh, I paint the fence every week.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, he surely
It must have been
noticed.
David or Donald or Danny or something.
No. Donald? Yeah, it was Donald.
Donald.
Yeah,
It was Donald.
Donald.
That's
T.
right.
T, right?
No, D.
No, T.
Donald?
No, Donald T.
Oh, Donald T.
I don't know his last name.
Yeah,
He
no,
always
you're
signs
right.
T on his letters.
Right.
He's got a big wax stamp that says T, D, D.
TD or DT?
No, D, like a little D.
Right, and a
big
T.
Big T.
Yeah,
Tesco.
I know what the letters look like, mate. Oh my gosh. Your chair is breaking.
Chair's breaking still.
Alright, well,
Alright,
yeah, I've got to get down to Tesco's.
Yeah, I gotta go
Farley,
see Farley.
he's falling apart by the minute, so... Should get over to him.
Yeah, I was going to dust off his... He's got a globe that Christopher Columbus used, the one with the nipple on it.
Oh, okay. You're going to dust it off for him?
Yeah. Well, he's a bit old.
Is he? Are you and his Will?
I think so.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
He must be rich. I mean, 147, like...
I mean, I don't know. He's got a nice collection of, educational books from the 1700s.
Well, we could sell his...
Well, it's a
Here's
world of knowledge.
Well, no, but he has that big hat with all the... this is before he was wearing the newspapers hats. He had a... Mate, you've got to stop.
Sorry.
Ask Farley to plug up your asshole or something, because this
You
is...
could probably make me
I don't know if I can live like this.
ancient Persian sort of remedy.
Right. Oh, but his hat, right? It's a hat. It's a top hat. And it's got, like, pipes coming out of it.
Really?
And, like, and it steams sometimes. It has his goggles.
Is it like a bullet hole through it?
Yeah.
He wears goggles too.
No, the goggles are, like, on the hat. And there's pipes and shit.
Like goggles. He's got goggles on his face. And he's got a top hat with pipes coming out of it. And he's always got a gun. And he's like...
yeah.
Rotating around.
Right.
Really?
So, scouting around maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, you get over to him. I'll get over to my job. You are just excreting so many sounds, so many gas.
The mooncakes and
the barley water.
Mac and cheese and the barley water and the black sausage.
Yeah. All right, well, have yourself a laugh. Drink some barley water.
Yeah.
Eat some black sausages, and we'll see you.
Drink to Greg Johnson.
We'll see you. Yes, big thank you to Greg Johnson. He's a big friend of the show.
Major sponsor. We got these new mics from him.
We got these new mics. It's being your wallet, mate.
Yeah,
I think all your flies might have fallen out of there.
Yeah, I think my Robert De Niro signed photograph fell out.
Anyway, Greg Johnson, a great friend of the show. Next time we have a special guest.
Jared Leto.
No.
Who?
Vincent.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Greg told me he would fly him out. Yeah, Vincent.
The actual guy.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like actually him.
Yeah,
like,
actually him.
Not like Robert De Niro.
No, not that Robert De Niro impressionist,
filming a film, like creating
not an actor for Vincent, the real Vincent.
The guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's as mythical as Jack Nicholson in the shirt.
I know.
Orange shirt.
But he signed with Inlandic Media, and
really?
Now that we're under them, we can like request him to come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway, next time, very special guest.
Yeah.
He's coming to Barking and Doxman Bin or whatever the hell we are, and it's gonna be a great
Barking and Dagenham.
Barking and Dagenham. Yeah, sorry. And it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
So remember, look out for that, and
make sure to have a laugh.
Have a laugh. Have a gaff.
Pint of.
Don't naff.
Barley water. Don't tell porkies.
Don't tell porkies.
No tic-toe, pinky wat.
And have a tickety boo day.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Trundle on.
Goodbye.